Hey everybody, welcome back to Flag/Fan Friday. Hope you like the Latvia episode. Alright, so you know the deal. Before we jump into this, I gotta add or fix stuff from the episode. For one, the word for school is not skolos in Lithuanian. It's this word. I think it's pronounced mokykla. However, I like what Latvian geography Mark wrote on Facebook. It does sound close to the word mokykla in Latvian, which means place of torture. School, torture, debt, that pretty much goes hand in hand. Mark, you totally win. Also, I accidentally said that Latvia joined the EU in 2003. It actually joined in 2004. I forgot to mention that the shape of the country kind of looks like a vulture head. There's also kind of like an ongoing joke that Latvia is like obsessed with potatoes. And also I forgot to mention that Latvia has the tallest average height of women in the world. I'm guessing that Uliana Semyonova kind of just brought that average up like by 5 centimeters all by herself. So I think those are kind of like the biggest things that I wanted to address, but otherwise, yeah, let's just kind of go into it. So without further ado... Oh, poor Latvia and Lithuania. You guys are the last surviving Baltic peoples on the planet. Y'all gotta make some babies. Completely unrelated, the flag. The flag of Latvia is a horizontal triband of 3 stripes, 2 red or carmine colored bands on the top and bottom with a thinner white band in the middle. Okay, now here's where things get a little suspicious. We all know that this flag looks almost completely identical to the flag of Austria. But what's even crazier are the backstory similarities. By the way, guys, I'm holding my mic like this now because whenever I clip it over here, it just kind of distorts the sound and muffles it, so I just figured it's better if I hold it. Now, in the Austria episode, I explained the flag, before this spin-off was created. And we talked about how the flag represented the legend of Duke Leopold V during the siege of Acre in the 12th century, and how he took off his belt after battle from his white surcoat, revealing a white line around his waist that was not drenched in blood from battle. Similarly, the Latvian legend kind of goes like this. According to the rhymed Chronicle of Livonia, there was a wounded chief of a Latvian tribe from Cesis during some battle in the 13th century. He lied down on a white sheet which was stained on the edges with his blood, but the middle was left white. Then the people were like, sweet, let's use this flag in our next battle. And supposedly they won. By the way, I animated that. So yeah, Austria be like, didn't you just plagiarize? Nope, just coincidence. So yeah, that's kind of the story of how the flag came to be. Oh, and it also stands for... Once again, you guys know him. Thank you, Ken, for making that animation. Ken, you handed in your work on time. You've survived another week of not getting fired. In appreciation, I will give you 5 minutes of free time outside of your cage on Tuesdays at 4 a.m. Yeah, these Ken jokes are probably just gonna get a little darker every week. Anyway, keep in mind, this flag was kind of like an on-again, off-again flag of Latvia. It was adopted in the 13th century, and then all those invasions came in from other nations. Then finally, back in 1991, they went back to the Latvian flag. Alright, enough on that. Coat of arms time! The coat of arms contains a shield with 3 stars above it, representing the 3 historical provinces of Latvia, Vidzeme, Latgale, and Kurtzeme Zemgale, which would later become the Duchy of Courland and Semigalia. The gold sun on the blue field represents freedom, with 17 rays symbolizing the 17 Latvian inhabited districts. Holding the shield, and also portrayed in smaller versions at the bottom of the shield, are a red lion on the left representing Kurtzeme and Zemgale, while the silver griffin on the right represents Vidzeme and Latgale. The base of the image contains branches of European oak tied by a ribbon fashioned with the colors and configuration of the Latvian flag. Of course, prior to this, they had the Soviet Republic coat of arms, the Courland coat of arms, the Duke Ernst Johann von Byron coat of arms, and so on. So yeah, basically when it comes to the Baltics, it comes down to a bunch of tribal territory backstory, but in the end, it all comes together to display this story of a unique people group. Alright, so that's about it. You know what time it is? Geogra fan mail time! Alright, I'm pretty excited because for the first time, we got some stuff from some very obscure places. Alright, so you guys know the deal. Usually I start off with postcards, but this week, literally, we only got 1 postcard. Lacey sends this from Slovakia, Bratislava. Love your channel, keep up the great work. Cheers for Ken and Curly Guy too. I'm pretty sure you're referring to Keith. You called Keith Curly Guy. Oh, Keith, I'm gonna call you Curly now. Yeah, I'm not even joking. She wrote Curly Guy. All right, next up, we got a letter from T.A., who is Jamaican, but he also has roots in Belize, Great Britain, and Australia. He sends this 100 Jamaican dollar banknote. That's pretty cool. By the way, speaking of the Caribbean, I still, to this day, think the guy on the Barbadian dollar banknote looks like the most gangsta. All right, next up, we got, dude, I'm so sorry. I can't read your handwriting, but you're from Ireland. Oh, Brendan. That's your name, Brendan. Sorry it's late. It was sent back to me as I left out the zip code the first time. He sent a Merry Christmas card. Yeah, it's February, but thank you, Brendan. All right, next up, Chad from North Dakota. The mystery state of America that nobody pays attention to. Huh. Bunch of North Dakota stuff. Look at that, 2018 North Dakota travel guide. And look at that, that's like a Norwegian style stafkurk, the wooden churches, the traditional style. If you guys don't know, North Dakota has like the highest population of Scandinavian and Nordic Americans. I was actually born in Minnesota, and half the people around me were either Norwegian, Swedish, or Finnish. One of my best friends was actually Finnish. I haven't talked to Jason since I was 9 years old. I wonder where he is now. A deck of playing cards with North Dakota bison. Yeah, you can find these there. Such an American animal. And of course, Fargo and the wood chipper. Have any of you guys seen the movie Fargo? You know how it has like that very thick North Midwestern accent?
Well, gee golly gosh, Janice, let's go eat our tacos, and that's just how we do it here.
Very exaggerated, but I actually kind of grew up with that accent when I was a kid. And then my family moved to Chicago, and then all the kids laughed at me, and I had to forcibly change it. But you know what? I should have been proud of my old accent.
So you know what? For the rest of this video, I'm gonna attack in a thick Minnesota accent.
No, I'm not. All right, next up we got Mark, who is originally from Illinois but visited Thailand, and he got to meet a lot of people from the Karen tribe, and he sends this, which is a traditional shirt of the people from the Karen tribe. All right, I hope it fits me. It cuts off over here. It's a little short, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, next up we got Chi, who is Cantonese Chinese American. By the way, guys, for the record, most Chinese Americans have roots to South China, and a lot of them speak Cantonese. Oh, and he sends like all the flags of China and the special administrative regions, Hong Kong, People's Republic of China, Macau, of course the U.S., because that's his home country, and Taiwan, disputed Republic of China. And he also sends these Chinese ramen noodles. And what's really cool is he also wrote like the differences between Cantonese and Mandarin. I am very terrible at reading transliterated Cantonese words. Hei si ho hok de leila. No, I butchered that so bad. Ooh, just in time for next week, we got a package from Hussein from Lebanon. Yeah, of course. The flag of Lebanon. A cedar tree. For those of you who don't know, Lebanon is totally famous for these. Oh, this is an actual piece of the cedar tree. Oh, this is really cool too. It says Lebanon, and it's in the shape of Lebanon on what I would assume is Lebanese cedar wood. Cedar, 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 Lebanon, you are so proud of your trees. Hey Paul, my name is Hussein, and I'm one of your few Lebanese geography peeps. I don't know exactly how many I have, but I've gotten quite a few emails from Lebanese people, so you're not too alone. I hope you received the package intact. Totally did. Oh, this shirt folds down. Okay, it actually is longer. Okay, I saved these packages for last because I'm really excited. We have never gotten anything from these places, and I really want to put them on display. Okay, first, these two. These are from Santosh from Mauritius. We've never gotten anything from Mauritius before. Mauritius flag, and of course, Mauritius hat. Maurice Dan Bis. Little Mauritius banknote. Amazing, beautiful sights of Mauritius. And there's more. Second package. Mauritius. And two more postcards. By the way, for those you don't know, the national bird of Mauritius is the dodo bird. Before they went extinct, the dodos were known to inhabit this island. By the way, fun side note, that guy Nick, who's in the Comoros episode, he was from Mauritius, and I gotta call up Nick. I want to show him some of this stuff. I haven't seen him in a while. He got married. Are there any letters? Oh, weird. No, there's no letters. Well, Santosh, I appreciate this. This is really cool. I've never gotten anything from Mauritius, but I also kind of want to know who you personally are. Not every day you get to talk to a Mauritian. Yeah, I kind of wish you wrote a letter so you could at least kind of explain who you are and how awesome your country is. But yeah, for what it's worth, what you sent really shows a lot of Mauritius, so thank you so much. And finally, Josh sends this from Niue. That is pretty cool. I've never gotten anything from Niue. Probably hard to find these Niue stamps. Straight out of Niue. Niue or Niue? I think it's pronounced Niue. I'll put this over my shoulder because I can't put this over this because, yeah. But, yeah, there's no letter inside. Wait a second! Oh my, I literally just discovered this. I don't know if you can see it. He wrote on the inside of the box. I can't open the box. Hey Barbs, my name is Josh, and I love learning geography the right way, unbiased, and that's what I think you do the best. I'm from Australia, but I'm in Niue at the moment, and I thought you might not get too much mail from here. So here's a shirt, a magnet, and it's actually quite hard to get souvenirs from a place that gets very few visitors every year. I was one of 4 in the visitor line at immigration. I love obscure places with very few visitors. That's why I loved Greenland so much when I went there. Thank you, Josh. This was really cool. All right, well, that's just about it. But before we go, you know what time it is? Return address contest. I put your return addresses in here, and I take one out, and whoever wins, I send a little gift to. Okay, so I'm just going to take one right now. I'm not going to look. I'm going to take a small one. Last time I took a big one. Let's see. Albin from London. You just won. So yeah, guys, this was really cool. Really appreciate it when you guys put your home countries or travel destinations on display. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like. And I've forgotten to say this for the past couple weeks, but you've just been flagged. All right, stay cool, stay tuned.